It's a very dull, overcast morning here in Sean Walsh Park, but I'm in the let's call it the wilder section of the park, the less manicured part. And I'm just looking around what in a way is one of my favorite lakes, for the simple reason, although the area around it is very wild, it's not manicured in any way, and I like that because it attracts a lot of wildlife. And in the lake at the moment, as I look around, I can see a family of swans over to my left. There's a pair of little grebes feeding 3 chicks in the middle of the lake, just a little bit far away for me to get any shots of them, but I know they'll get closer to me at some stage, or I'll get closer to them. And as usual, there are plenty of moorhen and coots. The swan family over there have 3 cygnets. They seem to be just resting up at the moment, not doing anything in particular. And there's a pair of coots feeding in front of them. But they just look kind of relaxed, preening a little bit. One of the cygnets is actually asleep, having a little snooze for itself. And further down from them I can see a couple more coots. In fact, just emerging now out of the reeds, I can see 1, 2, 3 and possibly a 4th coot chick. So, as I say, plenty of activity. Now, I'm just going to have a look around and see if there's anything else. Funny thing is, I'd hoped maybe a fox might emerge from the wild part just up to my right, but I haven't seen one for quite a while here. And generally it's much earlier in the morning as well when I do see one. But anyway, I'll leave it to the birds for a few minutes and just keep watching. I may not get any pictures at this stage because it's still very dull, very overcast. But we live in hope. It's just a great pleasure watching as the animals feed their young. And certainly I'm looking in the distance at that pair of little grebes. They're an interesting pair actually. This is the 3rd brood of chicks they've had this year so far. Amazing little birds. Anyway, let's see. Hopefully they'll come a little closer and I'll get something at a later stage. Now I'm back in Sean Walsh Park this morning. I'm here mainly to check out the progress of the little grebe family and see how the 3 chicks are getting on. See how well the parents are feeding them. But just before I go over and check them out, and I'll apologise firstly for the noise that may appear in the background because there's a building. Oh look, kingfisher just flew past. Yeah, what I was about to say about the noise. There are apartments being built just about 200-300 yards away from where I'm standing at the moment, just north of Sean Walsh Park. And I'm not going to be able to do anything about the noise, so forgive me if it becomes obtrusive. I'm just going to walk along and have a look and show you what's here on this lake before I move to the lake where the little grebes are, which is just about 40 yards to my left as I walk in this direction. And of course the usual suspects. Plenty of mallard and the obligatory heron that you can see just there in front of me. And I'm just going to swing a little bit again to my left, and kind of in the westerly corner of this lake there are beautiful willow trees, a really lovely feature surrounding this lake. And of course plenty of gulls as always. I'm just wondering where that kingfisher went to. He was heading towards the lake on the south side. Oh, look, at the heron is going away. He's decided he wants to change positions. He's not going very far. He just landed up facing those willow trees I just spoke of. Anyway, let's go take a look at the lake on the south side. And I'm just coming up to the path. And this is the lake with the little grebes, one of my favourite spots. And I even brought a chair with me this morning because I'm going to sit down here for a while and relax, because I'm afraid my old knees aren't what they used to be, and standing for long periods causes me problems. So let's see how I get on. Well, here I am back in Sean Walsh Park, just checking out how my family of little grebes are getting on. There's been quite a lot of activity over the last, I suppose I've been here for about an hour now, and there's been quite a lot of activity, but my little grebes are way over the other side of the lake and don't seem to be too interested in coming near me. So whether I get any shots or not, I'll just have to wait and see. But as you can see, it's an absolutely gorgeous day. Beautiful sunshine, and I brought my chair so I can just sit here and relax. Now I know some of you looking at this are thinking, now hang on Michael, that's no way to go out and photograph wildlife, and under normal circumstances I'd agree with you. I should really be wearing camouflage gear and I should be well hidden, but at this particular lake there's no real need, because the ducks are just in the middle of the lake, swimming around to their heart's content, totally oblivious to anybody passing by. And a lot of people do pass by this lake, so they're probably well used to people. So I'm not overly worried. The grebes will come over to me eventually. And as I sit here looking at the lake, although I can't see them at the moment, I know that to my right, in a westerly direction, there's a family of mute swans. 2 parents, 3 cygnets. I've gotten a couple of pictures of them so far. And my little grebe family are approaching the middle of the lake, so who knows, maybe they're coming in this direction after all. There's plenty of coot action. Heron just flew across the lake there, and I've lost sight of him now. He's hidden in the bushes over there. A kingfisher flew by not too long ago. And as I say, moorhens and coots, there's an abundance of both species. So I'm going to leave this alone for a while and just keep watching, relaxing and enjoying the sun. So I'll talk to you. Oh, there's a heron again, and that's a different one. Okay, never know, we may end up with a row here. We'll see what happens. Now, just while I'm sitting here relaxing and my little grebe family are coming closer to the center of the lake, in my direction generally, which means I think it won't be too long before they're within shooting range. Oh, I hate that word shooting. People get the wrong impression. But hopefully I'll be able to get some pictures very shortly. So I just thought I'd give you a look around at what I can see from my position sitting here on the north bank of the lake, which is on the south side of the park. And if you can hear a lot of building noise in the background, that's those apartments I spoke about earlier on, which are being built right at the edge of the park. My little Grebes are getting close enough to photograph, folks, so I'm going to put the camera down, or the video camera down, for a while and concentrate on getting some pictures. Talk to you later, folks. Bye. Well, thanks again for watching Wildlife Wednesday, folks. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode, and if you did, I'd be grateful if you'd give it a like and subscribe to my channel. And when you do, don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified every time I upload new content. If you'd like to buy a copy of my safari book From Sunrise to Sunset, just follow the link below the video. Till next week, stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands and wear a mask where necessary, while continuing to maintain social distancing, because we're not quite out of the woods yet. Even me. Take care, folks. Bye.